Hello. Welcome to BrokeN Boys episode 13. I'm Colin.
And I'm Mike.
Alright. We don't have any, big topics.
I think I have a lot of mini topics.
I have a
today.
few, but...
Just a lot of, updates and stuff, really, on things. Opinions and whatnot. This chair is creaky today. Alright.
You want to start off just giving our thoughts on the live stream if you have any?
Yeah. The live stream was really cool. For those who don't know what we're talking about, 21 Pilots, last Friday, which is a week ago from when we record these episodes, they had a live stream experience for their new album, Scaled and Icy. And basically, the best way I've saw someone describe it and how I've been describing it to people is it was you know how in Grammy's performance they have these super cool set or whatever for it. It was basically an hour version of that with multiple sets and multiple vibes and stuff. It was really cool.
Choreography, backup dancers.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it is one of the coolest things that they've done. They've always been really neat with their visuals, but I think with this live stream stuff they were really able to make that shine.
Yeah, they put a lot of effort into it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There were some really cool little Easter eggs, little just the visuals were so well thought out.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed everything about it.
Yeah, a lot of the visuals are really pretty too. There was in the middle of the show there's a part where he's on a boat and it looks like he's sailing, I guess. It looks almost Truman Show-esque. And there's the night sky behind him, and then he's just singing acoustic versions of Heathens and then Trees.
Yeah.
That part was so cool.
He was crying during Trees.
I don't blame him. If I wasn't watching with my friends, I might have been too. But
man, because that's the first live thing that they haven't ended with Trees in 10 years. So
yeah, no, I mean they've been cut short I think a couple times on their festivals or whatever, but intentionally not ending with Trees. And
man, those two hosts at the beginning being bishops and they got to stop trying to escape Demo. They got to destroy it from the inside, because that's what was happening during the live stream. But then they got cut short, so it was just really cool. My favorite performances were the outside in the Mulberry Street.
Oh yeah,
those were so good.
This set from Mulberry, I mean, I guess it was a set for both of them, but the way they had the lighting with Mulberry Street, it legit looked like they were outside.
It did, yeah.
I was actually kind of are they outside or are they on a set? Because I remember you were talking last week on the episode. You were like, "Oh yeah, they built this cool set for Mulberry Street." I was like, "Oh, I haven't seen it yet." But yeah, when I first saw that, I was like, "There's no way they're actually outside, are they?" But the lighting was so good.
It was
it was crazy, and yeah, that was definitely one of my favorites from the night as well. And him going inside too, and a lounge thing, for the slower part or whatever. Yeah, it was just super sick, and I really like how they changed up some of the older songs too, especially Lame Boy.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool how they repeated he repeated the lyrics for the Honest. There's a few songs on this record that feel common. I'm in constant confrontation with what I want and what is popping in the industry. Seems to me the singles on the radio, creativity is only free on playing shows. Okay. But he repeated that part. I thought with him saying a few songs on this record that feel common or whatever, I like how that relates to the side thing as well. Yeah. It was almost he was sounded like he was pleading almost when he did it the second time. I don't know. I thought that was a really cool detail.
And also in Lame Boy, when at the end he was rapping the
Redecorate, yeah.
That was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I really missed Good Day.
Yeah, there's a few songs I wish they did, and some that I wish they did longer. But
yeah, one thing I thought was really cool was after he sang Choker, which is the first song that he sang. He went into this mashup of a bunch of older songs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stressed Out, then Migraine, then was it Stressed Out, Migraine, Holding On to You.
Holding On to You, then it got cut off, and I think it went to Mulberry Street after that.
While he was screaming, he was at the end of Holding On to You, it got cut off, and it was listen to Scaled and Icy. It it was menacing.
Yeah.
Those two were just crazy.
Yeah, it was cool, and I liked a lot of the little details all throughout. It was, yeah, like they've always been great with their visuals, and you were saying that it was fun watching Brad get really into it on Twitter, because Brad, for those who don't know, I guess he has a love-hate relationship a bit with 21 Pilots. Yeah. But it was funny. I mean, he really loved Trench, and this album I think he was a little on. But like, he watched the live stream experience. And he was tweeting all throughout it. It was funny because he uploaded a video that night, and the first thing is, "I am a 21 Pilots stan," and his hair is like pink, and I'm like, "Holy shit! What the fuck happened to Brad?"
Well, I think the video was called "They Got Me."
Yeah, something like that.
I love him, man, and congratulations to him for hitting 100K.
Absolutely,
that was a long time coming.
Yeah,
and like he went from like 100K to like 103K in like a day, and it's like, god damn, man,
that's great. He's bringing in all the 21 Pilots fans right now. Every single video is that at the moment, but
after for when he hit 100K on Saturday, I think it was either Friday or Saturday last week, and he was like the Brad Taste live stream experience, and he streamed for like 7 hours.
Yeah,
and he dyed his hair pink.
Yeah,
and it's like,
oh, that's right. His hair wasn't pink in that "They Got Me" video, but yeah that's right.
It's just, what a guy. Fantano, on the other hand, can eat my dick.
Yeah, so that's another update for Scaled and Icy. Is Fantano reviewed it and he gave it a light 2 out of 10.
This is just the year he shits on everything I love.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. I've watched his stuff before, and like I think what he does with his ratings is he does it not necessarily by the overall quality of it. Like, not every 2 is the same as another 2 and stuff like that. It's more just like what he feels the artist can do. And I remember him saying that about when he gives 10s as well. Whenever he gave a 10, he feels like those artists are doing the best of their ability for the entire album, basically. And I think that's part of the reason why it got so low, is because he loved Trench so much. He knew they could do so much. But yeah, and like I don't know, like I was saying last week, I think it's partially because of the concept thing. I think the concept greatly enhances the experience for Scaled and Icy, which is a little bit to its detriment for people who don't know it, really. Because on the outside, it just, no pun intended, on the outside, it just kind of sounds like, all right, they're going back to pop music, and it's just overly happy sort of thing.
Right.
But like when you know the backstory to it, it makes it a little bit better.
It does. It's just like, it's okay that him and Brad didn't like it all that much. Yeah. But like, I feel like that's much better than a 2. Like you have it rated at like a good, a solid 7. You said
a strong 7 is what I have it at the moment. Yeah.
I have it at an 8.5 because like, and like you said, it's like you got to know the lore and everything to like truly let everything sink in. But like, I feel like anybody could listen to a lot of that album and enjoy it a lot. Right.
I could also see how it could be off-putting to someone, though.
Yeah.
In ways.
Yeah. Like, they're not, like, oh, I like Stressed Out, and then you get to this, and it's like, they listen to Mulberry Street, and like, what is this?
Right.
But, like,
that overly happy tone some people don't really like. Yeah. And I can get that.
I get that, but I don't know. I enjoy the poppy sound. I like I just like the I don't know, the just the
overall experience. The vibe.
Yeah, the vibes.
The vibes.
The kids are stealing them.
Yeah. But like, it's been interesting for me seeing a lot of the reactions and stuff. Like, I watch a lot of music channels, and a lot of them talk about 21 Pilots. Yeah. Fantano, I think, is the only person I've seen who's like actively really hated it. Like, he like literally was saying towards the end of the review, he was like, yeah, this was awful. And I was like, what the fuck? But
yeah, I didn't watch it all the way through. I just skipped to the end because I saw the red flag and I was like, oh
god. Yeah. You probably should watch it all the way through. He does bring up some stuff, but also he does some stuff, like he said Redecorate had the most like bland instrumental, like one of the most bland instrumentals. I was like, what the fuck? That's one of the best.
Yeah, right.
Like I love the sound of that track.
Yeah,
but
that one's like the most ominous sounding.
Right.
Other than No Chances, but
yeah,
that's
No Chances is almost more like a hype song, just
Yeah.
with Bible camp in the chorus. But, yeah, da, 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 in the same song. Yeah, it's been interesting seeing like the reactions because like there's one guy named ARTV who also does reviews, and he's usually like a huge 21 Pilots fan, and he was pretty mixed on this one. He was right in the middle, kind of the same as Brad.
Right.
But then like I also know this other guy named Spectrum Pulse who I think he likes 21 Pilots, but he's not like huge on them.
Right.
But he gave it like an 8 out of 10. He thought it was really good. And then I was watching this there's another reaction channel I like called The Tune Up. He does like pretty realistic reactions, kind of like Brad. You can tell he's not like catering for the most part.
Right.
He didn't like some of their older stuff, the 21 Pilots stuff, and he reacts with his friend or whatever. And like they were both listening to Scaled and Icy, and they were turning up the whole time. And they were like, "This is their best album." Like they were saying, I was like, "Damn!" It's interesting hearing that because like a lot of people are either mixed or don't like it.
Right.
So
it's a very polarizing album.
It is pretty polarizing, yeah. Which is interesting. But yeah, it was fun watching them just like vibe to the whole thing. Like in the beginning of No Chances when like he starts rapping or whatever, he's like, in this house we got feng shui, like they paused, they like got up and like, holy shit. They're like, that's a fucking bar.
I'll have to watch that. That sounds fun.
Yeah, that's a good reaction to it. But, yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Sorry, I
no, that's okay.
Rant.
No, that's okay. It had something to do with that, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, and like to update, because like we said last week, we only had 12 hours of exposure with it. Yeah. Now we've gotten a week. It's definitely grown on me a little bit. Like the ones that I was mixed on, I think I like all those now. Redecorate, I still think it's kind of bland.
Redecorate?
Sorry. Formidable. My bad. Thank you. Like, Formidable. What? Formidable, I still think is kind of bland. Definitely not my favorite from them. Bounceman has kind of grown on me in the last couple days, honestly.
Have you seen the theory that that's about Ned?
I did. I was going to bring that up to you.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because like I forgot all the little details, but I know like one like Tyler said like, oh, Ned's not answering his phone or something in an interview, and then in the song he talks about do you have your phone? This went straight to voicemail or something. Mm-hmm. And then like a lot of the ties to Mexico and like the chlorine session was in Mexico City. Yeah.
He also did like an interview for like a Mexican newspaper. Yeah. Which I forget what he said in that, but it
Yeah.
But then somebody was like, "Look who I found on the live stream," and like Ned was in the chlorine set.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was like a little shadow.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't either. But somebody found him and was like, "Whoa, okay, I guess he was there." So, the Mexican newspaper made it obvious that Trash and Ned are two separate characters.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
which is very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he confirms that theory or whatever, or denies it, I guess, more.
I don't want to get like into lore in this podcast, but like it's just we had an update on the album, but like Mike said, Formidable is a little bland. That one did shrink on me a little bit, and Bounce Man did grow on me as well.
Yeah, the last few days, Bounce Man's been growing on me.
Bounce Man.
I really like the verses to it as well. Mm-hmm. I think that's one of my favorite parts of it.
It's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, my favorite tracks off of it, I think right now are Good Day, Mulberry Street, The Outside. The Outside, like that's so good. I love The Outside.
There's a lot of people I've been hearing that they really love that one. I do like it a lot. I haven't gotten to that love level with it for some reason, but
it's just something about it. I just love that the chorus, and the two boys won 2 iHeartRadio awards last night. one for best alternative rock artist of the year and best alternative rock song of the year for level of concern.
And they beat AJR, thank God.
Yeah, yeah, they did a picture with AJR yesterday, and me and Mike were making fun of it.
Yeah, because Tyler looks so annoyed.
And you said Josh looked like he was taking a fan picture.
Yeah.
And I was like, because they are. But the singer was trying to look hard. He was like, he was giving a face, and it was like, but the other two, the bassist was like, had a big smile on his face, which,
I mean, good for them. They probably had, I don't know, but yeah, that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But it was cool for the iHeartRadio thing that that Josh talked for most of it.
Yeah,
that was nice. We never really hear Josh talk all that much.
Right. Yeah. And he's very funny. I like Josh.
And then Tyler, stream Scaled and Icy, our new album. Goodbye.
I think that's like part of the thing. I think that he's just trying to. It's like part of like the story, kind of.
A little bit.
He had the sigh on his pants. I don't know if you saw that.
I don't think I saw that. No.
But like, it feels like Dima's marking him. Like he has to wear that shit wherever he goes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just. Because he hasn't said much other than stream Scaled and Icy. Like even at the
Tyler,
even at the BBMAs, he was just like he's saying Shy Away, and he's like stream Scaled and Icy. He didn't like say we missed you or anything.
Yeah, I guess the way I've been seeing that is kind of just like it's more just like Dima being like, hey, stream this album or whatever, because that's not normally what they do. They don't normally like trench out now, go see it.
Yeah,
like
but. They also have a backup band now and I noticed, or I didn't notice, but I saw on somebody's theory on Twitter, they have Tyler's tattoo that he has on his chest on the jumpsuit, along with like a Dima like insignia. Yeah. Which is they're like clones of Tyler. Very interesting.
Which makes sense with the Shy Away video. I just thought about now how they kind of have that. Remember that one shot where they're all in the ski masks and stuff. That could be like the clones or whatever.
That makes sense.
Maybe they're cloning people. I don't know.
All right.
Just gotta see. Yeah, we probably should stop
lean
with
away
the
from
side talk.
Pilots.
But yeah, it's growing on me a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, one more thing though. I did cave and I bought that cool choker hoodie because they had it on sale again.
Oh, I don't think I saw that.
It was like it's the one I sent you. It was like I can't keep giving them my money. It was like the colorful. Sigh with like the colorful trash on the back of it.
Okay.
But yeah, I caved and I bought that. Just as a little.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one was really cool.
That is pretty cool.
But yeah, that's it for Sigh this week.
Yeah. Only 17 minutes of Sigh.
Excited for Bo's special on Sunday?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's gonna be great. I mean, I don't really have much to say, I guess, on that because no idea what to expect. But Bo is great. I've been watching a couple of his clips throughout the week, just revisiting it. So good. What a genius.
We'll update you next week probably. We're thinking about getting guests next week, so we'll see if we don't get guests next week. We'll talk about Inside.
Yeah.
But yeah,
sweet.
What other topics you got written down?
Well, I guess the other thing is I did do more listens to the Olivia Rodrigo, and I have more of an opinion on that now. It's weird, like everyone universally is like giving it a 7. Like because that's also what I would have given it. But yeah, I like it. There's a lot of really good stuff on there. Enough for You still makes me very emotional, but like I also have gotten emotional to One Step Forward, Three Steps Back, and a couple others on there, and I think it's a really good pop record.
Yeah,
and
it is.
I'm really excited for more stuff from her.
Yeah, I listened to that album all the way through the other night for the first time, and I've been like shuffling through it the rest of the week.
Yeah, that's an album you can shuffle.
Yeah, really good. Yeah. I really enjoy. I know you don't like Good For You all that much, but
it's just not my style.
Right. I have been bopping to that one. I do like One Step Forward, Three Step Back a lot, and Enough For You also makes me emotional. Hope You're Okay is really nice and sweet. Talking about the LGBTQ community. Very cool of her. She's being 18 and talking about that shit. Really?
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, she obviously still has a lot of teenage in her lyrics, and I guess with her writing style, it's kind of pretty blunt about her being teenage or whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But like a teenager, I should be saying. I don't know why I'm cutting off the R, but I really do think when like she's growing into like her 20s and stuff like that, she's going to be making some really great lyrics and great songs.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where she goes from here.
Yeah, once she finds like her sound, because right now I don't really listen to a lot of female artists, which is definitely a detriment to myself. But like I've been hearing a lot of comparisons to like Lorde and Taylor Swift with her. Like a lot of that stuff kind of has that vibe to her. So like, but like when she finds her sound, like I think it's gonna be really good. Sure.
Well, Taylor Swift did write on One Step Forward, Three Steps Back. She was one of the writers of that.
I heard it's just the piano thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they interpolated the piano so they didn't have to give what's his name, Scooter Braun or whatever the hell.
I don't know.
Have you been hearing? There was like some whole controversy with the people who made those songs or whatever, but they like interpolated the piano thing so they can give credit to just Taylor Swift and not the bad person or something. Yeah, but yeah, still like that's really great for her. Like,
yeah. She's got a great voice on her.
Absolutely.
I was listening to Driver's License again because I haven't really like listening to the album all the way through. It was like the first time I'd like listened to Driver's License in like a couple months, and like, damn, that one's a great performance.
Absolutely, that's one of the best like vocal performances I've heard in a while. Like especially on a pop song at least, and like. And
they have such a quick turnaround with Driver's License releasing in January, and then the album out end of May. Like I was telling you, it was supposed to be an EP. Yeah. And then they were like, Driver's License blew up. We got to make an album. Yeah. So like, that's got to be a lot of pressure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But also, she did it. She's like a champ. She took it like a champ.
Yeah. Like. When I try to think of like what might have been like the added ones, I can't really think of it because it seemed like they all were at least fully realized for themselves a little bit.
The only one that like I felt like was maybe like Favorite Crime was kind of
Oh, okay.
Trader grew on me.
Yeah.
Other than that, all of them were pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked Favorite Crime quite a bit. I don't know. I like a lot of the vocal harmonies and stuff on there.
I liked it. It's just like, I don't know, something about it. Like, was that the second to last, or was it the third to last?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
It's near the end.
It's towards the end, yeah. But Jealousy was good. I like Brutal. But you said you had like a cringy line in there. You didn't like.
There's I don't know. In my opinion, there's a few cringy lyrics on there, but the production is pretty great.
God,
it's brutal out here. No, I like that part. Yeah,
somebody got that tattooed already. It's like, God damn.
But yeah. Another thing is I finished Invincible this week, and I thought it was really, really good. I remember how many times I talked about it on here, but I know I talked with you a couple times, and I was like, it hasn't grown on me much. Really, after about like the halfway point, it started kind of getting to me, and then the last like 3 episodes or so.
Yeah. What do you think about the last episode?
God, like, I don't know. There's like, when I think of like things that have like made me like, I don't know if traumatized is the right word, but like just like a holy shit moment. I think of like, spoiler alert for Walking Dead, but like Glenn's death and Glenn's end. I think of like that as like a holy shit moment, and then I'm probably going to be thinking of that subway scene.
Yeah,
which I won't spoil that one, but like there's a scene in the subway that's like, holy shit.
Yet another great performance by J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talked about Whiplash last week. Gotta talk about Invincible this week.
Honestly, that whole episode was just holy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
poor Mark.
Yeah. He's invincible at heart.
Dang Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like, apparently that's been like a huge meme, but I never saw that anywhere.
Really?
Yeah. No. Somehow I just missed that.
People have been like drawing over it with different things.
Yeah, I saw like a lot of people talking about it now, but like, I never saw it when it was like a big thing for some reason.
It was huge for like a week and a half.
I just missed it somehow. I don't know. It was weird, but yeah. I'm kind of glad I missed it though, because like I think it might have.
Yeah.
It is kind of potential spoiler region there.
It is
but,
a little bit. But yeah, I really liked Invisible too. I still gotta like watch season 2 of The Boys, but like they're similar in a lot of ways.
Similar in terms of like almost like a realistic portrayal of like what a superhero would probably actually do.
Yeah.
Rexplode
kind of reminds me of the Deep from The Boys.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah. Why don't you fucking do this? I don't know. That's like kind of what his voice sounds like.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Parks and Rec?
Yeah, I finished.
You remember that guy who like made that John Ralphio worked with? He was like the perfume guy.
I believe so.
Yeah, he voiced Rexplode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Steven Yeun did Mark, which was...
He did a great performance.
He really
Absolutely.
did. It's hard to like... with like cartoons, it's hard to like connect with like characters. Sometimes a lot of cartoons do it well, but like that one, like the performances were so good from like everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know that one Asian guy that had like the sunglasses on all the time? He looked like Cecil.
Oh yeah. Donald.
Yeah. Me and my dad were watching it, and he looks like Bobby from King of the Hill.
He does. He's like a grown-up Bobby.
Yeah. But yeah, Invincible's good. I started watching that Friends reunion. I don't like Friends, but I started watching that Friends reunion.
I didn't know that was out yet.
Yeah, it came out yesterday, I think.
Oh, okay.
Like, at first it was like, oh sweet, they're just gonna do like the Fresh Prince and like the old house and stuff like that. But no, they did like a live audience with James Corden, and it's like, come on.
Ew. Why James Corden?
Right. Like he came on screen, I was like, God damn it.
As soon as he's there, it's just
there's just something about him that's super annoying.
Yeah.
I liked like the carpool karaoke, like that. Those are fun to watch, but it's only because of like the
concept. Yeah, and the performers, yeah.
But like I didn't get through a lot of it because I was like, God damn it, that's annoying. I just
Wait, so like what was he, like a character? Or
well,
like
no,
what was
the Friends reunion is just like looking back.
Oh, so it's not even like Friends episodes technically.
No,
it's just the actors are going together and talking.
They're reminiscing about their time.
Okay, I thought they were like doing like a soft reboot or something, like mini series or something.
No, that's what they did with French Prince. We in West Philadelphia. No, with the Fresh Prince, they got everybody that was on the show other than Uncle Phil because he sadly died.
Oh yeah.
And they just like reminisced in their time. They looked back at old clips and stuff like that. And I think that's what they were doing with the Friends one a little bit. Mm-hmm. They showed like clips where they were like doing a table read and stuff like that. But like it starts off with them all coming onto the set, and they're like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in so long," because they haven't been in the same room all together in like other than like once.
Time. Yeah,
they've only been in the same room all together once after the ending of Friends.
That's crazy.
And they were all like, "Oh my god, I miss you so much." And then all of a sudden, it's just like, "Welcome to the Friends reunion," and then you hear the crowd, and it's like, "What's happening?" And it's like James Corden's like, "Hello,
hello everybody, it's me, James Corden.
It's me, James Corden. I'm annoying as fuck, and I'm everywhere." Don't sue us, but
we probably won't have James Corden as a guest.
My favorite music is Broadway music.
I really loved my performance in Cots. I can't do a British accent. But
God damn it. But yeah, that I'll have to watch the rest of that just because I'm interested in. I'm torn on Friends. Like, it's bad, but also I watched it. I never finished it. I did a huge binge from like season 1 to season 9, and like halfway through season 9, and I'm like, what am I doing?
It took you that long.
It's just like I watched it like day in, day out for like the summer, and it was just like
yeah, I mean, Yeah, my ex and I watched it a lot, and she was really into it.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I watched it, I thought it was fine, but that might have just been the boyfriend in me, just like, I'll put up with it.
Right.
I'll pretend I'm interested. Well, I shouldn't say pretend, but like, what interested me, I guess.
Yeah.
But
like it's got some funny things in it, and the characters are all right. Ross is a piece of shit, but
really, I guess I didn't get that far into it. Like we only watched a bit of season 1, but then they took it off Netflix by the time we were like really getting into it.
Well, like still the funniest episode to me is when they're like bringing the couch upstairs and like pivot. That's a good one. But other than I might just have to watch it again. I might like it after that, but like right now I'm kind of like.
I remember when I was watching it with her, you were always just like, friends. You kind of winced a bit.
Yeah, that might also just been me being in a relationship with somebody that hates Friends.
Gotcha.
But.
Similar story.
Yeah.
Now we're both more open-minded. But,
my ex's big thing was Parks and Rec, and she was like, "It's better than The Office." And like, I agreed with her a little bit. Like, I like the characters in the Parks and Rec a lot. Like, I love Nick Offerman and Chris Pratt's great, and Amy Poehler's fantastic. But like, The Office it's just iconic.
Yeah, I think. When it comes to that, I think Parks and Rec definitely has its own lane. That it's very similar to The Office, but it's also a lot different. I can see why someone would like it more. Mm-hmm. I think maybe the characters are a little bit stronger in Parks and Rec. Yeah. But in my opinion, the humor is way better on like most of The Office. Mm-hmm. Like it gets a little weaker towards the end, but I don't think I ever like super laughed out loud when watching Parks and Rec. Maybe like a couple times, but like The Office, I remember I did that a lot. And I was like,
it's just like there are some characters in Parks and Rec that are just like, why is that person here? Like, I don't love Aziz Ansari, but his character was, I think it's Tom.
Yeah, that sounds right.
He was.
It's been a long time since I watched that.
Yeah, he's funny. And then he had Louis C.K. on there for a while, and it's like
I actually remember I have it in my Snapchat memories. Because like he plays like a cop, and I was watching that like pretty recently after his allegations. So I was just like, Louis C.K. playing a cop, ironic. I think the clip I have is like, I think your friend might be some sort of sex offender or something like that. And I was like, ooh.
It sucks when people turn out to be pieces of shit. Yeah. Like I liked Louis C.K.'s comedy, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, ooh.
I don't think I ever really watched much from him, but yeah,
he was pretty funny. And then Chris D'Elia too. He ended up being a piece of shit. I
don't think I know who that is.
He's that comedian. He's got like he's like a younger guy kind of. He's not like super young, but he's got the long black hair and he's got stubble. I don't know. You might recognize him if you see him, but like
I'm not like huge in the comedy world, so
there were a couple years where I was like super into stand up. I watched Mark Maron and Jim Gaffigan and Bo Burnham was a part of that,
right?
But I still like stand up, and I'd like to see live stand up. I think that'd be a fun experience.
Yeah.
But, it just sucks when people turn out to be pieces of shit.
Stand up is kind of weird for me. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because like my only like real exposure and like liking is Bo Burnham, and like obviously he's very different from a lot of other stand up, and like. I don't know. I guess one of the things I really appreciate about Bo is like his creative direction, not only with the music but like the sets and like the lighting and all that shit. Like I love all that stuff. And with the normal stand-up, it's just a guy telling jokes. And like when I guess when I like don't know the person and I don't know their humor or whatever and stuff like that, it's just kind of like I don't know. It's hard for me to like get. I've tried a few stand-up specials. I don't think I've really liked one like even close to how much I like the Bo Burnham ones.
No, that makes sense. Mike Falzone, who's half of Dynamic Banter that I've talked on here a couple times from, does comedy. He's really funny. He does like these crowd work shows, which are shows where they just make fun of the crowd for an hour. They just like, what's your name? I'm like, oh, Jennifer. And it's like, what do you do, Jennifer? He's like, doctor. He's like, that's fucking stupid. They move on. It's not like that primitive, but he does a great job.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, I don't. Stand up's very. It's very. Like you gotta really like it to enjoy it.
I don't know. I've seen like clips of stuff online. Like I don't know who the comedian is, but it was funny. It's like this Indian guy, and like he just does like this little thing. He's like, "Oh, let's play a fun little game. If you're racist, then like clap your hands." And then like a couple people in the crowd go, "He's like, what the fuck, bro?"
That's great.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's the way he like puts a little like roll on the R because of his accent. He's like, "What the fuck, bro?" It's like something about the way he says it is so fucking funny. But like I see like clips like that and I like it, but I feel like whenever I watch like a full like hour-long one, like my mind, I don't know, it's hard for me to focus when watching it. It's a weird thing for me.
I totally get that. Nowadays it's hard for me to watch comedy specials unless it's Bo Burnham,
right?
If they're like over half hour,
it's
like, all right, you've been telling jokes for 45 minutes.
Sex joke. But
the crowd's like, whoa!
Yeah, well, that's what, like you were saying before. I think that's almost one thing that's better to see live, just because of the energy of the room. I'm guessing probably is a whole experience. Like it feels more, you're there. Oh, hello, cat. But
Riley's coming in.
Yeah, but hello. Yeah, I think it might just be like an energy thing in the room, which, it'd probably be fun to see live.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't mind seeing like Curtis Connor or like Drew and Danny live.
Yeah.
I know Eddie's talking about maybe trying to stand up, which would be great.
Right.
But that's only because I love all four of those guys.
Yeah, and that's another thing, like I was saying, like I think personality is part of the thing. I know their personalities, so I kind of know the type of humor I'd get into if I went to one of those. And I definitely would go to one of those as well. But, yeah. I don't know. Just kind of my thoughts on stand-up, I guess. It's a hard one.
This episode's a little over the place.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Also background noise.
Yeah, it's fun out of nowhere.
So great. I think the microphone's pointing this way, so it shouldn't be picking up too much of it, but...
It's not like the air in that one episode of My House. Like,
yeah. Had a wind machine. But yeah, the last little thing I have on mine is Half Alive. Half Alive is a little interesting to me. I mean, I think it was a few episodes ago, we talked about them and I was praising their first album because like every song's such a banger except a couple that were a few misses. I don't know. They've released 2 singles. What's Wrong was one of them, and like neither of us picked it for our song of the week, even at the time. I forgot what else came out that week, but there was that, and then they just recently released another one too, and I don't know. There's something about it. I haven't really been feeling either of them. What's Wrong grew on me a lot. I really enjoy that one now, but Time 2, I've only listened to it once still at this point. Yeah. But when I listened to it, it was okay. Like, it wasn't it didn't pop out to me like Arrow or... right.
Fucking the big one.
Still Feel.
Yeah. Like, the video was really cool, but the music just didn't pop out to me in any way. I hope if they're releasing an album this year, which I assume they are, with the 2 singles being released so close to each other, that the rest of the album's better than Time 2. Yeah. But if they went with like that What's Wrong feel, I wouldn't be mad. Yeah.
I don't know. What's Wrong I think is fine. I kind of have similar feelings to it like I do with I guess Choker would be the best way to compare it to. It's like it's a good song. I don't love it, but like it's nice and it's catchy a little bit in the chorus, and I like having it on. But like for both of those songs that they've released so far, for me, like both of them are just like they sound fine in the background, but like you were saying, nothing musically really pops out about it, which I think is one of the things they were really good at. Is like they always found a way to like find something to pop out. Like I think like okay, like that sounds fucking different from like everything.
Like okay was like polarizing for me because I didn't like it at first.
Right.
Like, I didn't understand it, and then I listened to it a couple times. Like, wow, this is actually really fucking cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, but Time 2, I've listened to it a couple times now, and something about it, like it. I don't know if robotic's the right word, but like something about it just like feels very just uninteresting, even though like they are doing different things like in it. It's strange. I kind of like the chorus vibe of it, but like it doesn't like hit like they normally do. Like they normally have like huge hitting stuff almost like the last album or whatever. But I don't know. It's just a little disappointing, I guess. Their last for me.
Yeah, no, I feel that too. Like even though What's Wrong has grown on me quite a bit, it doesn't. It still doesn't come close to like most of.
Now Not Yet.
Yeah. Like Now Not Yet has so many fun, boppy dance songs.
Yeah.
And like Time 2 is just like weird.
Yeah, and that's another thing about it. It's like I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be feeling when I'm listening to it. Like it's not like a hype song, but it's not a chill song. Yeah. It's like
it's just weird.
It's this weird in between, and like definitely an odd choice for a single. I can say that. Yeah. I can see that one maybe working better within an album, perhaps. But like, I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Yeah,
but.
I am excited to see what another album by them looks like, though.
Yeah.
Because, Not Yet's so good.
Yeah,
I
agree.
hope that they expand on that instead of, trying something, like, out of their comfort zone. Like, while that's a good thing, I feel like for a sophomore album, they have to, like, build more on their thing to...
Yeah, and there is a common thing with... sophomore albums, the sophomore slump is what a lot of people call them. It's just where the first album's really good and the second album's just like kind of that's like a common trend or whatever. And
yeah, I can see that with certain bands.
Yeah, but I don't know. Not to see.
Yeah, I was expecting like, the album's coming out soon, but like nope, they were just like Time 2's ready for you, and it's like, what about the album?
And they said new era again or something because it was like the suit era or whatever for What's Wrong, and now it's, I don't even know what it is for this one.
It was just Chains.
Chains, yeah.
Yeah, man. I just right now the next album I'm excited for is Billy's, and that's not till July. So I hope that something's released in June.
Yeah,
but we'll just have to see. We might just have a dry month.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we've been talking like how Silk Sonic hasn't said anything. I feel like that would be the perfect time for them to get like a summer album out. Right. They kind of got a summery vibe a bit.
Yeah,
like
I can see it dropping in the summer or towards the fall. Cause like
that's true. It could be either.
Leave the Door Open feels a little like fall dance kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
But yeah, Silk Sonic needs to get something to us.
Yeah.
Like Leave the Door Open's been out since what?
March. Was that the second episode I picked that? I think it was the second episode.
That was the second episode.
Yeah, because the first episode was clipping, and then I think the second one. It's been a while.
We need something, guys. Come on, bro. Come on. Fuck. Why do I keep talking when I'm yawning? Anderson.
Come on, Andy. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of in a... I don't know. The music stuff's a little strange at the moment.
We had a huge week last week, and now it's like, what's next?
Yeah. What's wrong? I don't know. But, yeah, and that's kind of the thing with my songs this week, too. I had a few that I could choose from.
Yeah. I was really stuck between a bunch.
Yeah.
A couple, more like that.
Yeah.
And now I'm still trying to decide, like Vince was a couple weeks ago.
Honestly, I am too a little bit, because one of the ones I was highly debating was that I don't think I'm going to do is Favorite Crime. Okay. Honestly, I really do like the vocal harmonies on that one.
I'll have to listen to it more.
Yeah,
that was like the first time I'd listened to it.
She did a live performance of that one. It was like a cool like set thing. Like they were like singing on like the roof or whatever. She had like backup singers and stuff. Okay. That was a really good live performance. But like the song itself, it's a little a little all over the place. I'm trying to find the playlist because I don't remember who goes first.
I think
it might be me.
It's you this week. Yeah, I did Mulberry Street
the wrong
first.
one. Mulberry Street. Where the fuck is the playlist? Jesus Christ! They updated how
Spotify updates so much, and everything goes all over the place. And what happened here?
Yes, it's me first. Another thing that have they done a? Hold on, just real quick. Okay, no, they didn't. Never mind. Okay, so I'm first this week. Okay, I think I know which one I want to do. So, one of the great things about Trench was Mr. Paul Meany of Mute Math.
Sure.
And this is a song that I've liked for a while, and I don't think I've ever told you about, but it's called Nuisance. It's by Mute Math.
Okay.
It's a really good song. Yeah. That's all I gotta say.
And I won't trouble you. I won't trouble you.
All right.
That was good.
Yeah.
Something I've never done is actually listen to Mute Math.
Yeah.
I've only ever heard the mashup between them and 21 Pilots.
Mm-hmm.
But that was I like Paul Meany's voice.
Yeah. I've only ever really listened to this album, and I listened to it earlier this week. Is kind of why I got reminded of that song. The album's called Play Dead. I believe it's their second most recent one.
Didn't they break up?
I thought so too, but I think there was like an album in 2020. I think it might be a Panic at the Disco situation where it's just Paul now.
Okay.
Paul Meany, I believe. I don't know, but I've known about that song for a while now, and I listened to that album and I was like, this is some good stuff. It's good ear candy.
That was nice.
It's not as catchy as Trench and stuff, but the ear candy is so good.
Yeah,
and
I could just see myself listening to that.
Yeah, and those chords in that song. Ooh, I remember the first time I heard that I was like, coming.
Premature ejaculation last week.
Sorry.
This week.
I can't control myself. No, but the first time I heard those chords, that was crazy for me. Sorry, that was the only adjective that came to my head. That's a verb, not an adjective. Whatever. It's. Yeah, I like that song.
I can tell. That was. I liked it. I wouldn't say I came, but I enjoyed it.
That was a really weird laugh that just came out of my mouth. Don't you start making noise. There might be a cat howling pretty soon.
Don't howl. Moon's not even full.
Yeah.
Okay. We were talking about sour earlier, and I mentioned that I like Good For You, so I picked Good For You.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Alrighty, good for you. Yeah, that's a good song. I mean, the chorus just doesn't really vibe with me all that much. I still like it though.
Yeah. Well, it's like that angry part of the breakup,
Yeah.
You're just mad, and that, I had that. I'm over it. Over that part of it anyway.
Right.
At this point, and I could, if that came out when I was going through that, I would have been fucking going crazy.
Yeah, and I definitely get that because for my album that I will be working on, I'm still working on learning my program or whatever. I have a song on there too that's more on the angrier side or whatever. Yeah, so I definitely get that as well. I remember you saying, did you say it kind of is a little bit like Paramore vibes?
Yeah, it's very Paramore.
Yeah.
There was even somebody did a mix of them on TikTok, and they went from that to, I think it was Misery Business.
Okay.
But very similar vibes.
Yeah.
And fuck, how does Olivia go from piano ballads to just rock songs like that?
Yeah.
How?
That's part of the reason why I feel like I do like the album a lot, but it's not in my opinion, not like an album because like it definitely does do that. Like I think it literally goes from that to Enough for You, which is just guitar pretty much. Her vocals.
If she did a whole album just like that punky rock kind of vibe, I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd probably like that. Yeah, but yeah, it's interesting.
I think I do want to get Sour on CD. I might have to check out Target for that, but
yeah, she's
got a whole career ahead of her.
Absolutely.
Like, goddamn, man.
Yeah. I think I don't know. Like I was saying, like there's not a lot of female singers that I'm into, which is definitely detriment to me, and I need to do more of that. Like I've checked out Lorde before, and I think I'd like some of her stuff, but I don't know. It's harder for me, I guess, to connect with female artists a little bit. But like I do like Billie a lot, and now recently I've been liking Olivia a lot too. Yeah. So like.
Apparently there's a new Billie single coming out next week. So
oh, okay,
excited for that.
Yeah, that'll be like the fourth one for this album, isn't it? Isn't My Future on there?
Yes, it's she's released My Future, Therefore I Am, and Your Power. Yeah. But I mean, it's a long album.
It is a long album. That's true.
I don't mind it all that much.
Yeah,
it's like 16 songs long, so four out of the. It's like a quarter of the album.
Yeah. It's just, I guess it's interesting that she's doing it so soon. Because it comes out like end of July, doesn't it? It's like July 30th or something. Yeah.
I hope that's the last one she releases. Hope so.
There might be another one, honestly.
But I wouldn't be surprised if she released another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see where Olivia Rodrigo goes.
Yeah.
I mean, listening to her album made me want to watch High School Musical, the musical series. So I'll have to check out the second season of that.
I have no access to that. Is her ex on that show?
I
don't know. There's a whole drama to that I haven't even looked into.
I have no idea who she's talking about in her songs.
It's like Joshua Bennett, I think is the name I've heard. I don't know if Bennett's correct. I think it's Joshua though.
That might be the other main character on the show.
Uh-oh.
And they're in like a relationship on the show. So
yikes.
What a guy. I liked him in the show, but from what she's saying in this album, not so much.
Yeah, and I know the girl that he moved on with 2 weeks later or whatever, I think her name's Sabrina Carpenter or something.
Oh, good.
And she's a blonde. She I don't know
that
if she's
blonde
on the
girl.
Show. She's always with that blonde girl. Yeah, I've only like sort of looked into that. I don't care about it.
Just make some bops.
Yeah, just make. I mean, I know other people are gonna care about that, but for me, it's just like I vibe more with sentiments and messages of the song. It's why I like Enough for You, even though it starts up with "I wore makeup when we dated." So you think that I was?
It's just the sentiment that goes along with it.
Yeah, the sentiment. But yeah, I don't know. Olivia's been interesting for me. It's something I never really thought that I would like a lot, but I guess that since I'm also going through first big breakup, I mean, I've kind of been through already, but like it's still like I was saying, like when Enough for You, when I listened to it first, I was like, well, that's opening old wounds.
No, that did it for me too.
Yeah,
like that happened over 5 months ago at this point. Yeah, and it's still like, damn, this sucks. Right. Like you get those like random bouts of loneliness.
Yeah.
It's like the waves of loneliness, as John Bellion would say.
Loneliness comes in waves. Waves.
That's another person I have to listen to again. It's been a while.
Some of the older stuff from him?
Put on some John Bellion. I haven't.
Yeah, I should probably like just shuffle stuff and listen. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it just. You know, if any of you guys have been through a breakup, you know how it is. But
yeah,
it sucks. But
it does suck.
Life goes on.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of in a weird place now. Where like I definitely do want to still like record the songs for the album. When I'm putting them out, I'm probably gonna be like long done with like
and that's okay because like, it's telling your story.
Right, and that's kind of what like the album is too. Like I definitely have it more in an order of like the emotions I was feeling throughout. Some of them are definitely being written, like there's still 2 I haven't written that are towards the front end. So it's like, I'm gonna have to try to rechannel what I was thinking, but like I mean, like I don't know, I'm kind of like telling a story of how I felt a little bit. But
I'm excited for that.
me too.
I'll be the first one to listen.
Oh yeah, I'll probably like have like you and then Vincent John and probably like my Discord group as well. I'll probably send you guys songs ahead of time when they're done and shit.
Let's have a little listening party here when it comes out.
Oh god, I'll be in the other room. You guys can listen if you want.
Come on.
I don't know. It's weird. Like my friend, I think she wouldn't mind if I name dropped her, but Vanessa, really good friends with. She was telling me that because we were talking about the Olivia Rodrigo thing last night, and she was like, or I was like, oh, in case you're curious, I've teared up to Driver's License, Enough for You, and 1 Step Forward and 3 Steps Back. And then she's like, yeah, I've teared up to Driver's License too. And then she did like a little strike through it and your version of it as well. And I was like, oh, you don't mean that? She's like, no, I actually did. It hurt seeing. Well, it was like a good hurt, but like seeing someone that she cared about going through or just expressing emotion that way. And I was like, oh. I sent like the little teary-eyed emoji.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
I actually watched that video earlier today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, like there's one note that you like do a little wavy on.
A little wait.
Yeah, and you sound really good in that video, Mike. It made me like when I first listened to it, I was like, wow, and because like. You never hear you sing all that much. Like November's out and it's been out for a while, but it has that passion. But then you put out Driver's License and you're like feeling it. Yeah, and it still like made me like tighten up a little bit and like gave me a little bit of chills. So I love you.
You too, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like. Well, part of the reason why I put that video out is because at that time I was feeling those lyrics so hard, and that was impacting me so hard, and that's kind of why I did that one when I did. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm definitely, especially with things like louder sounding like that, like more in the higher register of the voice. Like I'm definitely way more self-conscious about that part of the voice as well. But like with that song, for some reason, it worked a little bit more than it usually does for me. But
just it was you could just feel it.
Yeah.
It's I could like other than like knowing what you were going through at the time and like
right,
like talking to you about it, you could like if you didn't know you, if I hadn't known you, if I just like, oh, I like that Driver's License song. Oh, there's a cover of it. I would be like, oh, oh no,
oh no,
is he okay? Because like you put yourself into it, man.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
You wanna go make out?
Yeah. Just don't make me sing it again. Don't ever leave. No. I mean, thank you. I never know how to take compliments and move on. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be fun having more songs out and stuff like that. Not all of them are super depressing, but majority are a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, most of them are a little on the slower side.
Yeah,
but
well, that's okay. You're a piano man.
I am a piano man. Yeah, I'll be working on doing that more. But I mean, it's a breakup album, so I think I know for sure. Like when I do more stuff after this, I'll be exploring more avenues. But yeah,
you and Olivia have that in common.
Yeah,
first album's a breakup album.
Date hurt. Yo, Olivia, if you listen,
if you're listening,
hit me up.
Hit me up.
I won't give you deja vu. All right, I'm done. Nah, but yeah, no, it'll be fun. Yeah.
Where are we at time-wise, Mike?
We are at 58.
Okay,
so
we got a couple more minutes to go through.
Yeah, like I said, this is more just a scattered episode.
Yeah.
Little topics here and there.
Might have to tell us when Shooting the Shit's part 2.
Shooting the Shit part 2. You're going to have like 6 parts of that.
Yeah. No, I'll figure something out. You got that new bass, though.
Yeah. Vanessa lent me her bass for $100 and also gave me an amp and a cord with it as well. So, like, shit.
It's a nice bass.
It is a nice bass.
I like the look of it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, she got a new one, and then she was like, "You want my old one?" I'm like, "Okay." I've been messing around on it, and honestly, I do like playing it. Like, I think my mind, when it comes to music, it definitely works way better when focusing on one thing at once. Because like I've tried guitar before, and like I can't do it for some reason. Like, it's partially my fingers, partially other stuff. But bass, you're mostly playing just one note at a time and figuring out how to do it. I can't play like fast stuff or anything.
Well, you're just
like,
starting. It's not like
right. Yeah,
everyone's expecting you to pump out like Tool or Rush.
Right. Yeah, some like Hysteria by Muse. It goes in on that one. Yeah, no, like it was cool though. I was because like some of my songs I did like have in mind like there's a bass line on it or whatever, and like I played them on the bass a couple times. I'm like, this is fucking cool. It was cool doing it on a different instrument.
There's something about the bass guitar that is just like, it feels cool.
It does. Yeah,
it's so big and
yeah,
like
gives that girthy sound.
Just the deep sound of it coming out of the amp is like shaking the ground. Like,
yeah,
ooh, that sounds nice.
That's nice. Yeah, no, it has been fun to play. I think honestly it might be one of my favorite instruments to just mess around with. And like there's a lot of cool patterns I've been noticing on it as well. Like just my theory brain or whatever. Like I noticed things like between the strings. I'm like, oh, if I do this, if I do that, I do that. Like, and there's like, in I feel like once I get good at it or whatever, like I'll be able to like improvise stuff on there pretty well too and make cool sounding bass stuff. I don't know. It's interesting. It's fun though.
Yeah, I like it. I like the red.
Yeah, it's like a maroonish. I don't know what color it is. Something
Maroon
in there.
5.
Yeah. I'm joining Maroon 5. They need some instruments.
I am replacing Adam Levine.
I'm out of
Perfect. You're in.
Yeah. Better than Adam. But, yeah. Well, we're past the hour mark. How are you doing? We realized during our thing we didn't actually ask each other that question.
Well, like it's okay that we don't because we do see each other every day,
right?
Because we've been working out.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm all right.
That's good.
Work's been okay now that John's there.
Mm-hmm.
But the manager is back, so that's annoying.
Yeah.
She had a good introduction on Tuesday because like. She was gone by the time me and John got there on Monday, but when I walked in on Tuesday, she was like, walking past all the new people. She was like, "Oh, hey, how you guys doing?
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing all right?" And then she came up to me. She's like, "I need you to fry three bags of chips." And I was like,
"Hello, to you
I'm
too.
good. Okay, how are you?" But yeah, I didn't miss her.
Mm-hmm.
I wish she stayed at the other store.
Yeah,
but. And we can take off our masks now, but like I don't want to.
We've been doing that at Amazon too. I think you have to do something in like our app or whatever to like prove that you are 2 weeks vaccinated, like or after your second dose, you're 2 weeks, and then once you do that, like you can take off the mask, and then they like I think they kind of like randomly like scan our badges and like they can see if we are qualified for that or not. So I mean that's kind of a good system, but I still have mine on right now. But
I feel like at Amazon it's better, but like at where I work, it's just like in a grocery store. I don't want to be talking to people like without a mask on.
Yeah, you can't like mouth curse words at them.
Exactly. I can't make faces.
And
mock them behind my mask.
Yeah.
It's just I'm gonna miss them when they're gone, but I'm also gonna be so thankful.
Yeah,
that they are because like
you talk about the masks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, the customers. Yeah, just I don't know, man. I haven't liked the masks at all, but there have been certain aspects to it that have been like, thank God.
Honestly, I haven't really minded them all too much. Like, I don't know, especially when working because I do kind of like hum to myself a lot and like kind of like sing to myself a little bit, like mouth things, and with the masks, I can do that without looking like an idiot. So,
Like, in the deli, it gets so hot.
yeah, that's the one part that does suck about
And
it.
it just sucks.
When it gets warm with the mask, it's not fun.
Especially towards the summertime, it just like it gets so hot back there.
Yeah,
And it just sucks.
yeah.
Yeah. That's how about you? How are you doing this week?
It was mostly a fine week. I had a weird hiccup on Wednesday where just I don't know, it was just a weird day. Just in general, just a weird mental health, whatever.
Oh yeah, that's the day you woke up late.
That I woke up late, then just got like this really bad headache, and then
Oh really? You got a bad
it's just in a really weird just headspace in general. But I'm better. Come Thursday, I'm better. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, it was fine. I did like a Psy live stream on
that was good. I like that.
Monday or Tuesday. I forgot what day.
Tuesday.
Yeah, that was fun. I like playing through the songs. I think I'm gonna do a Good Day cover first because that's definitely the one I've worked the most on.
Yeah, that was
fun.
Even though those are like those, I always find it really cool that when like a song just comes out, you're like,
I mean, sort of. Like I can just look up the chords and you know.
But even so, you're just looking up the chords and you're like,
I've definitely gotten really good at like figuring out a melody though, like just by playing or whatever. Like I think partly my music classes have helped a lot with that. But I'm not perfect at it, obviously. But like even like just doing those songs over there. Sorry, I don't know why I'm like pointing at you. But like on the live stream when I was doing them, like half of the stuff I'd only played like once before. But like then once I got it, I was like, oh yeah.
yeah. I just that live stream was fun.
Yeah.
And you ended it with Truce, which was always nice.
Yeah, I always end with Truce. That's just my thing. I thought about not doing that to fit like the Psy propaganda or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's not the same. But then I was like, I'll still do it.
And then that one guy was like, I'm never gonna give you up.
Yeah. Dude, I was actually some guy was like, never gonna give you up, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it, why not? And then like it literally on all of them it was like, this tab has been removed, this tab has been removed. I was like, what the fuck?
Maybe Rick Astley just doesn't want it around anymore.
Maybe, I don't know, so I just did the little riff. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's just kind of been a normal week.
Yeah.
I'm still the first thing I'm doing with my music program is trying to make a podcast theme for this, and I've been messing around with that, and I don't know, I haven't liked the last couple that I made, but I think I got a new strategy for next time I go in. But yeah, other than that, I'm fine.
Well, a big thing I didn't mention, I got accepted at college.
Absolutely, you did. Yeah. We'll be going to
the
the same college.
Yeah, that'll be
next
cool.
semester. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'll have someone to eat lunch with finally.
Yeah, I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
Yeah.
Like the school I've been going to, well, quote unquote, been going to the past year has just been, it's community college. It's,
Right.
But like this is big boy college, so I'm excited, but I'm also like, ooh.
Yeah, I mean, what's really good about our school is that everything is kind of in the same area. Like there are a few buildings that like are way off to the side. Like I remember I had one that like it was the other side of campus for me, and it was my first one in the morning. I was like, God damn it! But other than that, most of the things are just like around the quad, which I think most colleges have a quad. I think I can say that. But yeah, everything's just mostly just around there, so it's not like too confusing or anything.
If I do have to dorm, I'm definitely just gonna get a single dorm. I don't want to sleep with anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
That
buddy.
way I can play my music,
Play your music loud.
play my vinyls,
Hell yeah.
not be nervous about it.
But yeah, I mean, I think we're good.
Yeah, good week.
Yeah.
All over the place, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Playing the Piano. He live streams and he'll be releasing covers and stuff.
Yeah, some side covers coming up.
Excited for that. Follow my music page on Instagram. It'll be in the description along with everything we mentioned. And then follow the playlists for the songs of the week. The combined one, and then ours separately.
Yeah.
And then the BrokeN Boys Twitter. BrokeN_BOIS.
Mm-hmm.
And
if you're listening on streaming services, you can check us out on YouTube, and all that stuff's linked in the description on every single episode. I don't know. Gotta sell the point. I don't know. But yeah, if you're tuning in, thank you. Love you guys.
This is just a highlight to my week every week.
Yeah.
It's always very fun.
It's a nice recap of everything going on.
Yeah.
It keeps me centered.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, see you next week.